Well, are you single and ready to mingle, but you're not really into those dating apps? Well, what do you do? Where do you find people? What strategy should you use? We're going to be talking about that next with Kurre and Klapow.
Well, we hear a lot that the dating scene can be a scary place, especially for people who are in their late 30s or 40s. And just how do you meet someone and do some dating, but maybe you don't like the apps or going to a bar or something like that?
It's been a long time for me, so that's why we said we've heard.
Yeah.
A new dating trend, though, just may surprise you. It has to do with groceries. Apparently, people are looking for love in the grocery aisle.
Those are not all the wrong places, apparently.
Apparently
So, living
not.
psychologist Dr. Josh Klapow joins us, and Tony Kurre. Good to have y'all with us.
He came up. I had no
You have
idea.
nothing to do with this subject.
Yeah,
You're hearing this. This is a trend?
So I've got a first date tomorrow, and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. And so I saw this trend. It's an Australian trend, but it's quickly taking over the United States. And I got a couple friends of mine that say it's true.
Okay.
You go to a grocery store and you put bananas in the front of your cart. If you put your bananas up or down, I don't think it really matters.
So there's a
And
message?
It shows that you're single, and it shows that you're actually looking for conversation beyond the grocery
Really?
store.
Have you heard about this?
I have not.
And I'm thinking to myself, you don't want to be walking around with bananas for like 3 hours, right? You want to
that'd be
put some
weird.
extra stuff
Gotta
in
have
there,
so much stuff in
right?
there.
You want to do that. The other thing is it's important for people to realize too that if you are in there and you just have bananas and you're buying some other groceries, what does that say about you and what are the things that you
really?
things you enjoy when you're doing this
Interesting.
stuff? So yeah, so we'll
So, Dr. Klapow, if you have, Dr.
much
Klapow, if you
here.
have,
I had to bite my lips so many times.
I
during
know
all
you
these
really
times.
did.
Yeah.
So if you have like, I don't know, turnips in your cart, what does that say about you? And what is the message you sending?
I'm scared to go to the grocery store now.
I know. So the bananas thing is we don't even need to go into details, and particularly, by the way, it's bananas turned up.
Yeah.
That's the signal that you're right.
This is
It's
too
like-
weird, okay.
But I do think that if you're going to go to the grocery store and you have bananas only in your cart and you've been there for like an hour and a half or two, either other people are going to notice or the people at the grocery store are going to notice. But the idea about finding places to meet people when you're in 30s and your 40s is really important because, I mean, I know a lot of my clients, and you're the same, they don't want to go to bars, they don't want to use the apps, but then the question becomes, where do you meet people? And also when you're in your 30s and 40s, because time is more important, I've got a job, etc., they don't want to play the base, they don't want to play the numbers. They don't, you can't meet the perfect person without kind of getting yourself out
The
there.
grocery store is perfect, and I'll
really
tell you why.
is.
First of all, you can check the ring out. You can do a little surveillance without actually having to ask the question because you can actually bump into them accidentally as many times as you want. Because you ever done that thing where you see the same person and you keep seeing the same person over and over again? You're like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, we
again?
must be
Blah,
shopping
blah,
for the
blah.
same thing.
You could find out what their interests are in food,
Yeah.
which says a lot about them. If they're walking out with 17 cases of Bud Light, you may want to stay away from that one. If they've got like a entire tree full of bananas, you may you hit the wrong one. Then you can see what their family life is like. Do they have children with them? Are they one of those people like get in, get out? Are they friendly? You can see how they're conversing with other people. You can see how they talk to people in the service industry. I really like people that are friendly with people in the service industry. If you're not nice to people in the service industry, I'm gonna go out with you. And so I like to see how they're reacting with people in the produce or at the front aisle or anything like that. So I just think, and again,
So you get a sense of their personality.
it is.
already.
You can almost go like on 2 or 3 dates just by going to the grocery store. Because
Interesting.
I don't know a guy who has not seen a beautiful woman in a grocery store and didn't go back in the store.
Dr. Klapow, I'm sure you're having a
It's happening.
challenge here breaking all this down psychologically. Then what does it say about a person who uses the self-service aisle, huh? Instead of the,
That's right. Well,
cashier.
you're socially avoidant. You're an introvert.
Bam.
You're an introvert, or you think you're an elitist because you don't want to interact with somebody, right?
Yeah.
I will say this though. I mean, that's a little overkill, but I do like
think?
this idea of going to places where you would go anyway. So I talk about if you have a dog, go to the dog park because those are the places where A, you're going to feel most comfortable.
Love dog cart.
Exactly.
That's
B, you're going
great.
to see people who are also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And when you get in your 30s and 40s, time is of the essence, not just the biological clock.
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck on that date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
He's going to go to the grocery. Take him to the grocery store tomorrow night.
Hey.
Okay.
The grocery
Follow
store is the new
Dr.
laundromat.
Josh Klapow, we do appreciate it. I think we got to go to Lauren now.